Hey, it's Rich, the Louisiana Hobby Guy, and I am back in the laser lab today, and I'm making dream catchers. I've designed 3 new dream catchers. This is the first one that I've made, and today I'm going to make the second one. But dream catchers should be made with really thin wood. This way they catch the breeze. So I love this wood that I get from Craft Closet, and it's double-sided. It's already pre-finished. But the problem with this is that the pre-finished wood always comes warped. I don't know if you can see that in the video or not, but two of the sides are completely warped. And if you have a steel honeycomb bed, I'm going to show you today how to place your magnets in Lightburn so that you don't have any issues with the laser head hitting the magnets. And this one won't hit the magnets no matter where I put it, but I have to be careful. And here's the file that I'm going to be cutting today. And you can see here, this is my 12 by 12 toolpath right here. And this is everything that I'm going to be cutting out of that wood. This is going to be a 22-inch dream catcher when I put it together. Now the thing is, this is probably not the best example, but it's a way that I can show you how to do this. Typically, when you have all of your wood filled up, you have a problem placing your magnets to hold the wood down when it's warped like this wood is. Today, I'm going to show you how to place those magnets strategically in Lightburn so that your laser never hits them while you're cutting out the project. And then we'll cut this project out and I'll show you the end result. So let's get going. All right, so there you can see I'm all set up now for a file that I'm going to run in Lightburn, and I'm using this 1.5 millimeter wood, and you can clearly see on the bottom right side there it is warped. If you take some wood and you paint it, as it dries it's going to warp the wood. You're going to have a problem. So let's switch into Lightburn and let me show you how I solved this problem. So here in Lightburn, this is the file that I'm going to run. This blue line on the outside is just a toolpath that tells me where to stay inside. I'm going to create another toolpath using the circle tool, and I'm just going to hold shift and drag out a perfect circle, and I'm going to select that. I'm going to come into millimeters because I know that I have a 34 millimeter magnet, or those are the magnets that I use. I'm going to take this and I'm going to drag it up into a spot and zoom in on that so that I can get it to a point where I know that the laser is not going to hit it right there. So that's the first one that I'm going to put down. I'm going to put down 4 magnets on this. So I'm going to control and the letter D to duplicate that one. I'm going to bring this one down here. Probably right about there would be a good spot. Control and the letter D one more time. I'm going to bring this over to here. Control and the letter D again, and bring this one up into the top left corner like that. So now that I've got all of my representations of the magnet in Lightburn, and these are all on a toolpath, these are all on T2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the laser to that point by clicking this map icon on the left side and then clicking in the dead center of that circle. And I'll switch over to the camera so you can watch it happen live. There we go. I'm clicking the map icon and I'm going to click dead center of the top left circle. Now the audio might get a little bad because got the fans going on, the exhaust and everything else. But I'm going to take my magnet now, make sure that this is perfectly up against there. I'm going to put my magnet right dead center of that, and actually I can put it a little further up because it's, you know, still on the laser. Now once that's done, I'm going to come back into Lightburn. I'm going to click this map icon again, and I'm going to click the center of this circle right here. So let's go back to the laser real quick. I'll click the map icon, click the center of that circle, and put my second magnet on now. And I'm just lining it up. It has a red dot on it. This one has it in the center, which is perfect. And I can actually push this all the way up to the top like that. That way I know it's completely out of the way. So with that done, I'm going to repeat the same process in Lightburn. I'm going to come to the next one now, click the map icon, and click right here in the center. With that done, I'm going to place my third magnet. And then I've got one more. I'm not going to switch back to Lightburn again. I'm just going to move it. That is the fourth one right there. And I think 4 will be plenty. And you do have to have a metal honeycomb in order to accomplish this. But there you can see I've got my 4 different magnets down on the workbed now, and the wood is perfectly flat. So with that done, I'm just gonna go back over to Lightburn real quick and run this job, and you'll get to see it in real time. I'll speed it up so you don't have to spend too much time watching it. But I'm ready to run this job now. I've already set my cuts and layers, and I can just hit start.
Hey there, folks, step right up, come see the show. It's the Louisiana Hobby Guy ready to go. Fast forward, ain't no delay. From the heart of the bayou straight to your place in the shop with the laser on high. You can see the sparkle in his eye. Cutting wood so fast, it's almost a blur. Whirling through projects with a lively stir. Fast forward, y'all, Cajun beat. Clapping our hands, tapping our feet. From gumbo pots to jambalaya, it's a feast. Louisiana Hobby Guy from west to east. Gardens growing faster than a crawfish scoots. Tomatoes ripening the herb shoot roots. Laser projects faster than a gator snap. One blink and you might just miss the gap. Let's sail it, won't go little. Let the good times roll. Each stitch and brush stroke hits the soul. From chaos to beauty with the Cajun flair. Crowds come alive in the warm bayou air. Fast forward, y'all, to the Cajun beat. Clapping our hands, tapping our feet. From gumbo pots to jambalaya, it's a feast. Louisiana Hobby Guy from west to east. So hit like, subscribe, don't miss the fun with the Louisiana Hobby Guy. The action's never done. From a fast-paced bayou to your home's charm. Keep up if you can. Bring your laser charm.
And there you see, it worked out just perfectly. So if we take a look at what we wind up with here, this is a 20-inch dream catcher. So there's the final results of that. That's one part right there. And then this is the other part over here. And there is the final product. So a 20-inch dream catcher, and I know it's hard to get on this camera, but it's in 2 pieces, and there is a hole in the bottom right here where you put a twine or something like that. I actually use these little gold wires that I've got right here. Hard to see. I'll put a picture on the screen. But all I do is put it through one side like that, and then on this one put it through this hole right here. It's actually designed for this particular class, and then plug these two in together like that. And now we've got the completed dream catcher, which you can't see because I can't get it in the camera view, but I'll try and move this out a little bit. And there we go, 20 inches. And of course you put one more in the top hole over here to hang it up somewhere. But there it is. Final project. Came out perfect. And if you take a look at that wood, it's all still perfectly flat. All right, so we're all done. And I've put this all together. I can't get it all in the screen at one time, but there it is right there. It it is further than I can reach. I think this one's probably closer to about 26 inches because I use these little gold things in the middle. But you can see how easily this is going to move with the breeze. See that? So this project came out really, really nice. I absolutely love it. I'm going to give this one to my granddaughter. And you do have to be careful with this. Using this really thin material, it is fragile. So you want to keep it away from children and pets or anything like that. Hang it up from the ceiling over the bed, you know, where the kids can't get at it. And it'll be just fine. Be careful taking it off of the laser bed. If you're interested in this file, you can get this at my online store, engraveandcutfiles.com. All three dream catchers have been designed by me, tested by me, and cut out by me, or at least the third one will be in a minute. So by the time I publish this video, all three of them will be tested. So anyway, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed today's video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
What's on vibes? I go high, hold your flavor, gonna make it fly, guitar strong.